Today, I have a little bit of a different video. I'm going to go over the reason why I created Weiss Schwarz videos to begin with. Next, I'm going to have a request for you. I need this to really happen, so I would appreciate if you help out. And lastly, what I want to do is just go over the videos that are upcoming on this channel and a bit of the news that happened today. So, with that said, if you're not going to watch the end of the video, that's okay. I don't mind that at all. I would ask that you watch up to the part where I have a request for you, because I really want to see it happen, and I think this person actually deserves it. So again, I've been watching Weiss Schwarz for over a year. It's been longer than a year at this point, and what I started seeing was this is definitely a great financial kind of investment, right? I know people don't like hearing that, but that's just the truth and reality. That's what people have been seeing, and that's what I saw. But the best part about it was, as you've heard me say, this is anime, and I freaking love anime. I don't know if you could tell, but I do. I spend a lot of my time watching anime just because shows on TV don't really call out to me. Anime is really great. So this game fulfilled a lot of my criteria, right? It's a game, it's an investment, and at the same time it has something that interests me. So not surprisingly, even though I was watching this, I wanted to play, and I got my family involved, and we got some trial decks, got a booster boxes, and we started playing, and it was a lot of fun. COVID happened, and I really wanted. I don't have a LGS near me, but I really wish there was one so that I can hang out and play. And at the same time, did I want to play on the internet? Not really. This game isn't one of those ones that inspire me to play on the internet. Though I will say, I am going to check out Weiss Fight. I'm really interested in that. Just because I started looking at the whole Encore decks and then having the ability to use it on there, I want to try that out. There's some decks that I don't have, right? That I want to try out and see and play. I think it'd just be a lot of fun and I think educational for me. So overall, it's going to be a fun try. I think it'll be interesting. But in the end, what I started seeing, why I started making videos was there was a lot of people that started coming into this game, and the materials out there, the education, it doesn't exist. The content, it wasn't there. Right? You have 3-6 cancel. You have casually. You have PGHY Schwartz. You have Strictly Broken. You have a ton of people doing like deck text talking about it, but there was a side that wasn't there. It was that financial side, and every time I would look, people were just saying buy play sets or buy boosters or whatever. There wasn't that talking about long term and short term and all that. So that's why I started making videos, because I felt like some people were definitely getting ripped off. They were buying product that was already mapped out. Like the SPs were already gone out of those boxes. People were buying booster packs that had no chance of anything, trial decks that had no chance at anything. They were buying playsets just because playsets was the thing, even though it didn't make, to me, monetary sense to actually do that. Again, I will say playsets are useful for certain situations, so I'm not bashing playsets. It's more the fact that it's not for everybody, and that's what needs to be separated out. It's not just blanket sweep everybody buy play sets and all of that good stuff. That's not how it should be. So with the whole investment wave coming, I wanted to make sure that people had a place to get resources on that kind of content, right? That kind of education. So I think I wanted to supplement what was already out there on YouTube, on Reddit, on the Facebook groups, which is some of my actual knowledge. And plus side, I thank everybody that I've never asked anybody to subscribe or like or downvote me or whatever you want to do. I honestly, I'm not gonna say I don't care, because everybody has like this little thought in their mind, but at the same time, I'm not in this for the money. And truthfully, if you count up how many videos I did and just imagine how much time and effort that would actually take to do, I could have got a part-time job and way more money long term than I would making these videos, right? I'm making nothing off these videos. I am honestly doing it because I want Weiss in the end to actually succeed, to do well. You know, spread the good word of Weiss, because I want to keep it going as long as it's possible. Because I know there's going to be more and more anime that come out that I want in card form. And that's just the reality, right? Like, if this game were to end, I'm never going to be getting this in card form. I don't know what comes along that's going to do the same thing that Weiss did. I mean, maybe there will be somebody that does that, right? Like Aniplex making their own, but I don't know if there's anybody else that can do what Weiss has done. And if that goes away, I'm definitely going to be really disappointed. So I feel like I'm doing my part by talking about all of this. So with that said, again, there's 178 of you that subscribe, which is amazing that people actually want to listen to this. The funny part is, I will say this part is, the funny part is the time you all watch it. It's always like at nighttime. Like it looks like 9 o'clock to 3 a.m., which is pretty nuts. I don't know. I don't know if I want to listen to my content at 3 a.m. But again, I appreciate you doing that. It's awesome. I love the community and the back and forth. Whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, I don't mind. The whole point is not for me to be right. That's not what's always supposed to happen. It's really collectively share ideas and talk about the game we love. And I think that's what it should be, right? Except for don't fight me on anime. don't fight me on anime. I don't get it. Like there's always this thing about anime where people are like, you have to love mine, or I want you to love mine, or my character is more awesome than yours. Why can't we just say it's all good? It's like that. It's the battle between PlayStation, Xbox, right? People always go, no, PlayStation better, no, Xbox. If you're a real gamer, right, and you were rich, I think it always stemmed because you don't have enough money. Like you would have bought both Xbox and PlayStation if you had the money, right? You wouldn't just be like, I think this one's better or not. That's what it always came in, because those conversations always, for the majority of people, they only owned one system. If you had the money, you'd own both. At this point, anybody that plays Weiss probably could buy both systems just because freaking decks are expensive. But overall, that's where we are. I made this to give another avenue for people to watch stuff. And here comes my next part. Wow, it took me a long way to get there. But here is my request for all of you. This is a request of a lifetime. If you haven't watched this anime, I love this freaking anime. So this anime is this one, the Aquatope on White Sand. And two main characters are Miku, and I don't want to mess up her name. I've never watched, I don't think I've watched anything of hers, but I know she is in Love Live, which a lot of people like. I haven't seen it again. I already explained why I haven't seen it. It's not because I don't want to, it's because I can't find it. Because I don't have every streaming service, and I don't want to pirate, so I just don't watch Love Live because of it. But again, this is a really, really nice show. It reminds me of Laid Back Camp, where I can watch it and feel super relaxed. And right here, I guess I can't tell any spoilers. This is an ongoing series. This is one of the simulcast ones right now. And she's asking her friend to do something. So you can see that here. And what I want you all to do is this. So again, what I was talking about is there is a lot of different Weiss content out there, right? There's news, there's deck profiles, there's news, there's decks. There's a lot of openings lately, and there's actual gameplay. So one of the things that I really like about Weiss is the fact that there's a ton of different content. Not that there's a whole lot of it, but there is different categories that you can hit on. And one of those categories, again, is deck techs. And these guys here, Doggo Card Reviews, they do different reviews of sets, as you can see here. Let me just keep on scrolling. You can see how many videos they've done. It's been a pretty decent amount of videos. And one of the things that if you're wondering, I am subscribed. I'm just not logged in. I don't log in when I do these videos. So one of the things that bothers me about this is these guys put in a lot of effort into this, and they actually have a really cool opening. I don't ever do this, but I'm gonna do this. Hopefully, wait, let me check my volume. I didn't check my volume, but check this out. Isn't that really cool? And then when they rate actual cards, they use the little icons here, these little dog icons. I thought that was really cool. And you may wonder what I'm talking about here. So they have a review scale that you can tell like which dog is what. There we go. So playable. Let me keep zooming in. Sorry, should have did this before. Bad YouTube. Okay, playable, niche, bad, playable, meme. So as you can see, they use that. That's their scale. They do a bunch of reviews. And the sad part is, if you haven't noticed, is the amount of views and subscribers. Again, to me, I want content that is Weiss to be out there for everybody. When we have Weiss being as low as it is, and let's say brand recognition, the more content the better. And the sad part is the fact that they only have 64. And I wrote them before, and I don't know if they just missed it or ignored me. It could be either one of them. Could be either one of them. But the reason why you can't find them is because nowhere in here does it say Weiss Schwarz, right? They'll put out a video, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, where is this thing? And it's because you can't actually find it, right? So if you could all do me a favor, this is a real easy one. Go out there, like, if you want to subscribe, check out their videos. But if you could just write them, or if you see them on Facebook, just be like, hey, by the way, you might want to write in your description or your title to say Weiss Schwarz in it. That's it. That's all I want you to do. That is my request of a lifetime, to just go out there and help out some of the other YouTubers that do Weiss Schwarz, and just give them a lift, because I feel like in that way they'll realize to add that, they'll get more people, and maybe they'll make more content. I'm not saying these guys aren't making content. Obviously, you could see they have a lot, but the fact that the views are so low is kind of disheartening, and it's more just an easy fix, right? You just slap that on there and bam, it should be okay. So, but overall, if you were looking for other people, then there is on the Weiss Schwarz Reddit, right here. I'm like, where did I put it? So Weiss Schwarz Reddit, there's YouTube. Some of these are not as updated, but some of them are. So feel free to go check it out. There are actually blogs out there as well. How to plays. Did I watch this UK? What is this UK video? Oh, I probably didn't watch it because it's so old. All right, yeah, it's just really old. That's why it didn't come to me right away. But anyways, if you could go out there, if you want to drop him a little comment, just let him know to do that. Or if you see him on Facebook again, just do that. I just want more people to know about Weiss, and having these different sets out there, right? Like, is the Order a Rabbit, which by the way is on D4DJ, the mobile app game. If you haven't done it, that's the new event. So check that out. It's going to be pretty cool. It's already happening, so it's out there. So that's it. That's my request. So that's it. If you want to leave at this point on the video, feel free. Basically, this is where I'm going to ramble on about some of the stuff and all that. So if you, I already showed it, but check this thing out. Sold for $6,000. Nuts, right? Freaking nuts. But in the end, I would never pay $6,000 for this. That's insane. Just because it's one of those ones where I think, and you could tell me again if I'm wrong, but we all have different opinions. To me, 6,000 is way too high. I think it's a whole lot of FOMO. I love the freaking anime. It's good, and the movie was awesome. I love the movie. But would it pay 6,000 for this? No. It's one of those ones I'd be like, well, I guess I missed out, so too bad. And I'm not going to do that. Beaufry, if you don't know, Beaufry is disappearing. It keeps coming back. Multicolored Sally was actually sold. One left, or actually was sold out, and then someone put it up for 25, and now there's a second listing. Battle Craftswoman was sold out too, and then it comes back. So just so you know, even though it looks like it's about to sell out, there's always one or two people that are going to put it back up higher because they're either waiting for it or just waiting for a good price to come out, or they just done with those cards, and they're like, this is a good time to sell. So there we are. I mean, again, these things will pop in and out, but it is going away. And if you want Bow Free, I would say wait for a price that isn't like crazy. Again, because multicolor Sally was 25, but now she's back to 18 again. So just keep a lookout. And again, there's other sites that sell it, and Facebook has it too. Upcoming videos. So again, I was gonna post these videos. What I meant by until I run out of time or ideas is basically the whole idea was to just make as many videos as I can over the next 30 days to get everything that I've wanted to talk about out there. I have a whole notebook. I have stuff on my phone that I've been writing in to be like, this is the kind of videos I've wanted to make. I cannot tell you. I was actually going to make a different video today, and the video was going to be a house of cards. It was back there. You probably can't see it, but it was back there. I spent 20 minutes trying to make a house of cards out of Weiss cards. It's a metaphor. A metaphor for the video. I know when I do those, it kind of goes off the rails, and some people don't get it, but I wanted to make it. It's freaking hard to make a house of cards, I'll tell you. I looked it up on YouTube. You're supposed to make like a square over and over again, and then put like flat cards down, and then keep building and building like a skyscraper. It was cool. The dude put like a cement block on it, and it didn't crash because of the way he built it. But I don't know if I can actually get there. I do have to do Quince. Quince is. I want to do something special for Quince because I love Quince, right? We got Miku here, who plays Miku, which is my favorite of the 5. So I want to actually do something special, and that's actually the next buy or invest video. I'm gonna have to try to like unbias myself on it. What else am I gonna do? A bunch of random thoughts. Why Weiss is not a game based on luck. That always bothers me when people say that Weiss is a game based on luck, because I don't feel that at all. I think that's just people getting really angry, right? It's almost like they've never played poker or blackjack. Because you could say that is a game of luck too, or you could say roulette's a game of luck, or Magic the Gathering. I don't know if they just believe in the heart of the cards or something, but that's what I'm getting. Japan sets. Ooh. And what is this? The last thing was why we need players. Yeah. So anyways, I have a bunch of videos coming up, and if you have anything else you want to see, do let me know. Again, this is a lot of fun for me. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, so I really appreciate you all coming along for the ride and all the comments. And even though, again, there's not really tons of people watching at this point, just because I'm 18 minutes in. There was things that happened not too long ago, and I appreciate everybody, like their support that you've given me, the comments you've given me. It does actually mean a lot, and I am pretty happy to see like that people enjoy these videos enough to like actually watch the whole thing. There's people that watch the whole thing and subscribe and like it. So again, I really appreciate. Hopefully Weiss, we can keep this sucker going. And I say, if you do have anything to say, you can always put in a comment, reach out to me, or hopefully you feel inspired enough to create your own videos. I know it's a lot of effort and you have to put yourself out there, but talking about the things you love is a very, very fun thing. Time consuming, but very fun. So again, enjoy Weiss, and I'll see you next time.